La Turquie a des pratiques.
Relations have been frosty between France's Macron and Turkey's Erdogan for years.
Adalarda vesaire.
Inacceptable.
But a war of words over cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad has dragged them to an unprecedented low, and it could have far-reaching consequences. Let's take a closer look at Franco-Turkish ties and where the tensions could lead. Last month, a French teacher was beheaded for showing pupils cartoons of the Prophet.
Ce professeur a été assassiné à cause de ce qu'il représentait, la République.
The French government, backed by many citizens, saw it as an attack on freedom of speech. Macron vowed to redouble efforts to stop radical Islam subverting French values.
Mais nos concitoyens aujourd'hui doivent être protégés. Nos concitoyens, dont la religion est l'islam, doivent être protégés dans notre pays contre ce mal qu'est l'islam radical. Et je le dis ici parce que la volonté de ces islamistes, la volonté de ces idéologues, est précisément de retourner une partie de nos citoyens en raison de leur religion contre la République. Et ça non plus, nous ne le laisserons pas faire.
That prompted Erdogan to accuse Macron of an anti-Islamic agenda, even suggesting he needed a mental health check. Western countries mocking Islam, he said, want to relaunch the Crusades.
Macron'un zihinsel noktada bir tedaviye ihtiyacı var.
Both are facing domestic pressure on this issue. Macron to be strong against radical Islam, and Erdogan to be a global champion of Muslim rights. But relations had already soured around other issues. At their root, rival strategic interests, according to analysts and officials. Macron is the most outspoken defender of European interests in areas where Ankara, rebuffed for membership of the EU club, is increasingly exerting itself. Namely, in North Africa, the Eastern Mediterranean, and Syria. In March 2018, Macron met a delegation including the Syrian Kurdish YPG, labelled a terror group by Turkey. France accused Turkey of backing radical Islamists among rebels fighting President Bashar al-Assad. France also claimed Turkey was using Syrian refugees as blackmail by hinting it could send them towards European borders. Erdogan repeatedly threatened in public speeches to open the gates.
Ey Avrupa Birliği! Kendinize gelin. Bak yine söylüyorum. Bizim şu andaki operasyonumuzu bir işgal hareketi diye nitelendirmeye çalışırsanız işimiz kolay. Kapıları açarız. 3,6 milyon mülteciyi sizlere göndeririz.
By the time Erdogan and Macron met at a NATO summit in July 2018, relations were particularly low. An official said everyone was sent out, apart from interpreters, so Erdogan and Macron could talk man to man. But there was no thaw. If anything, there was a deterioration. So if bridges can't be mended, where might it all lead? EU leaders have already threatened sanctions if Turkey fails to de-escalate tensions in the Eastern Mediterranean. Sources say momentum is likely to build for a proposal, driven by France, to push through sanctions, targeting Turkey's already fragile economy.